always had a soul in it. Cause when I make this heat, you know that my soul in it. And when I hit it from the back, I put my soul in it. Hit up in the coochie, beat it up like she just stole from me. This nigga tried to call me bro, and I don't even know me. Lucky that I'm
catch me out. I know y'all see that big ass mosquito bite right there, boy. It's right on my oblique. Oh, I'm sorry, twin. I had to do it for the one time, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Don't get mad at me, bro. I had to. Now, as you could tell by the title, today we're gonna be diving into meditation. Cause I feel like it's one of those things where you could hear so much about it, but not understand how simple this shit is, bro. So what I'm really about to do is give you 5 keys on meditation that I wish I had when I was starting out. You feel me? Cause at the end of the day, all meditation is building a connection between your body and your mind. You gotta think, why do all the martial arts practitioners often speak about breath work? Because the breath is what connects your body to your consciousness. Without the breath, this physical avatar has no animation. It has no spirit within it. It has no soul. You are the one controlling this avatar. And that meditation is what's gonna get you tapped into your own internal frequency. With that being said, the first thing you wanna do, as simple as it sounds, is breathe. See, the one thing you gotta understand is they've been playing with our frequency when it comes to our breath and controlling our breath and how it affects our nervous system. Cause you gotta think, they have our minds so scattered within the world, within focusing on these 9-to-5 jobs, within focusing on how to make money. You're not able to be in the present moment and connect with your breath. And that's why you notice a lot of these tensions that you have within your body. Because when you're not properly breathing, you're tightening up your musculatory system as well, bro. That's why you notice the tenseness that we have in our shoulders is because we're always on alert when we move. You feel me? We don't move with the sense of connection. We move with the sense of urgency and survival. And that is the mentality you have to escape out of, bro. That's why breathing is so simple, but it does so much for the body. It does so much for the mind because it allows you to relax your mind and your body at the same time. That's why breathing is so important, bro. So just take one more with me, my nigga. Geyser. Let your shoulders drop. Just feel the release when you breathe out. You want to try to hold it for 3 to 5 seconds to really get the maximum feel for the energies within each breath. Let that shit out. It's so simple, yet so important. One thing I wish I knew about this shit, bro, and I'ma save you the time because I really fuck with you. There's hella ways to meditate. You feel me? When people think of meditation, they think of some guy saying crisscross applesauce with their eyes closed, bro. But there are multiple forms. You got transcendental meditation. You got guided meditations. You got meditations for love that specifically focus on your heart center and making sure that you're not walking around with negative energy. One of the most practical forms of meditation to get your nervous system back in alignment, bro, is walking meditation. You feel me? You could be walking down your block. What's up with it, cousin? What's good with it? But as you're walking, you taking these deep breaths, bro, because it's gonna connect you with your environment. It's gonna have your mind be on point because you're not walking around with the tension of certain emotions on your body, bro. You feel me? Go for a little stroll outside, get out in nature. While you walking, make sure your main focus needs to be catching that breath. You feel me? I struggle with meditation so much because I felt like I had to sit down and be in one spot. I'm a hyperactive ass nigga, bro. I'm a hyperactive individual who loves movement, who loves activity. So do what works for you, bro. That's the one thing I'll say about this meditation shit. Stop thinking that it's one shoe fit all, bro. It's not one size fit all with this meditation. You gotta figure out what works for you, because not everybody's went through the same shit. That's why all of our traumas is different. That's why you're a different individual when it comes to your frequency, bro. Know who you are. This is a gem that not a lot of people really get to. When you have the intrusive thoughts during meditation, don't run. I'm gonna call this one be the observer. So when you're meditating and you have all these thoughts flowing, think of it like this river right here, bro. You need to imagine yourself above the river, watching over these thoughts. As this river continues to flow with all these intrusive thoughts, with all these negative and positive emotions, whatever you're thinking, don't attach yourself to thinking that these are your thoughts. You gotta understand, this shit is like a river. These thoughts are gonna come and go. You gotta be the one above the river watching these thoughts. One thing that people struggle with the most is feeling attached to their thoughts. They can't meditate because they don't know how to calm their mind. When in all reality, they're associating themselves with thoughts that aren't even theirs, bro. So be the observer. Let the river flow. Let that motherfucker go, bro. Don't hold on, you feel me? The final gem I'm gonna give you on this meditation shit, bro, is to be patient and understand that you're building a connection with your being that has never been developed before, bro. People start meditating and think that they're supposed to see all these psychedelic, transcendental, freaking hallucinations type shit, bro. When in all reality, you're gonna feel like you're not doing anything when you first start meditating. That's cause you're developing something that you never had to tap into, bro. The average person doesn't have a connection with themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't know what their own frequency feels like. They don't know how their being feels when they're calmed down and their nervous system isn't all fucked up. And that's why you see people moving all chaotic and crazy right now. You gotta think about this shit for what it is, bro. It's frequency warfare. The chosen soul has been under frequency warfare for a very long time. So I'm gonna tell you, when you start meditating, you gotta be patient. You can't rush it. You can't force it. It's gonna feel like you're not doing shit at times, bro. Be okay with that. Have intention with what you're doing, but be okay with feeling like you're not really doing anything in that moment, bro. Because you gotta think, you're building up a structure that has never been built before. You started from the ground up. So give yourself some grace. Have patience with yourself, bro. With that being said, man, you already know the deal. You know how we rocking. You know who I is. You know what we do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Lock in with your boy. I'm loving the growth. I'm loving the progress. New shit to come, man. Gays are out.